content creation in 2023. We know that a lot of persons get difficulty with creating consistent and effective content. What we know, Rashid, is that content convert into leads and leads convert into opportunities. What are your thoughts on converting content in 2023 that leads to numerous or unlimited opportunities?
I think, thank you first, Antonio, for inviting me here.
No
And
problem.
as you said, it's true that, when we write content, we convert the leads and, we can close the deals faster. And I think 2023 is a great time for content creation and this brand building, because
Mhm.
this is an opportunity area. Actually, this year is an opportunity area because a lot of disruption at the moment is happening in the industry. For example, just recently layoffs have happened, so
Yeah.
our faith in big brands, that the jobs which we have got in the past in the big brands, it's not a stable job anymore. So people are definitely going to explore new opportunities. They are going to get attracted towards new businesses, new business ideas, and hence they would need more content creators, they would need more brand builders. So definitely, I would say 2023 is an opportunity area, and new technologies are coming up which will definitely be helpful for us. For example, I think last year, chat gpt came. That's a new technology, AI tool, which would be very helpful for us. We can quickly create the content, and with the human intervention, we can definitely create valuable content. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Mhm.
But a lot of AI um, content automation is being rolled out. However, I don't believe in it because customer insights is most important. And I think that
Absolutely.
the more information that you get from customers, success stories, their challenges, their
Mhm.
desires, and you able to couple that information into, let's say, a Microsoft Word document, you now could
Mhm.
be able to use that as intelligence of customers' experiences and then provide content on that. But with the
Mhm.
content automation now, it's not necessarily that what is happening presently, because we know each day something new is occurring, and then the
Yeah,
world now is so
absolutely.
advanced with technology, and it will be going faster and faster as time progresses. So I think that
Mhm.
the focus on that more personal touch with customers is much needed. So
Mhm.
customers insights is something that should be done on a regular basis so that persons can
Mhm.
understand customer buying cycle, their personas as time progresses, so that that way you will always have that personal touch interaction with them. Because, like
Mhm.
for example, the influencers, which will be fall under the macro influencers, persons who have followers like 100,000, 1 million. These are people
Yeah.
who may understand a product or service a company sells. However, the company now is focusing on taking these people on board in their
Mhm.
company as brand ambassadors so that they will use their influence in order to sell their products. But I find it more interactive and more personally, where the micro influencers, those who have like 10,000 followers and under, should be the ones who really should provide the content, because they will be more in depth into the research, getting more insights. So the personal touch will be there more than someone who's just an influencer using their following in order for persons to sell. In essence, in sales and marketing, that is being salesy, because they don't understand the product or service the company sells. They just utilize their following on them social media handles in order to achieve sales. And customers now are more privy to information because of the advancement of technology, being able with the fingertip of a button just to Google something and get that information and the accurate information. So it's like you cannot fool customers anymore because customers are accessible to information that is trending, that is ready just to be grasped and digested. So it's something very interesting. And I will always keep that personal interaction and get more customer insights than use the automation. I know that companies will use automation because they want to save on their overheads and also they think that it's time consuming. But if it is that you're not really being able to interact with the customer personally, then after that is something that you could be losing and a gap can be open where a startup company could utilize more of the content and educating their customers based on customer insight intelligence and be able to close that gap that what you left open. So it's something companies have to be mindful of and have to think about it going forward. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, Antonio, I definitely agree with you. And as you said, you rightly said that automation can be useful, but it can't add the human touch
Hmm.
to the context and to the content we are writing. So that personalization is definitely important. It can't be replaced by the automation, but yes, it is helpful. It is not only going to help the companies, but it is also going to help us to get some ideas. But after that, how we create the content, that is something is definitely our own insights, our own personal stories, our own experiences. So yeah, so I completely agree with you that it can't replace the human touch. It can never replace the human touch.
Yes, so true. Definitely
Yeah.
100%. And
Hmm.
like, so what are some projects in terms of the content space? Because you being a content consultant, what are some of the projects are you doing presently for 2023 or some of the industries you may be targeting to work with in 2023? Would you be able to share such information?
Sure, sure. I can definitely share that. So, for example, recently I've been working with a company who offers vegan products. So, it's all in the trend. Veganism is definitely in the trend right now. So, they have been asking me to write content for the vegan products they offer. So that is something is going on at the moment. And then there are a couple of other companies whom I'm actually writing content for. So they are like market research firms which
Mhm.
actually want me to write content for them to so that they can put it across weekly and daily post. Through that they get the promotion from their, like, they can attract the audience. So when I'm saying market research firms, it's a diverse range. It's not very specific to a particular industry. So it can be healthcare, it can be different industries I work with I work on. And it's like a daily requirement they have where they need good articles. And another thing which actually I have been the reason I've been working with the market research firms is because I actually have a market research experience. I have a vast market and business research experience.
Wow.
So before getting into content writing, I have worked with Bank of America and Evalueserve and some of the reputed firms, and I have worked in their business and market research domain. So I think I consider this as my USP because when you are from a research background, you can actually research easily and you don't run away from research. You're like good in research. So that has definitely helped me in content writing and content marketing activities.
Hmm. Yeah, that
Yeah.
is very unique. And what really differentiate content creators is that uniqueness that they have because what everybody is doing now, they are just reading, which reading is good. But in this fast-paced world that we are living in, reading is something that should be done, but you have to really think out of the box because you could be reading numerous books and it have this saying, what it is that you preach is what it is that you're supposed to do. A lot of persons get a lot of information from books, but the question is,
Mhm.
are they utilizing it? Right?
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
it is you taking all that time to read and not utilize what you have learned,
Mhm.
sometimes it's
Mhm.
better to really just start something, and when you start it, any midst you will be able to find your way, because sometimes we procrastinate. Like, it's just like a fish. You have a fish in an aquarium, they could only move around in that aquarium. They is basically barricaded by that glass. But take that fish and put that fish out in the ocean. They could do numerous things. They could be much faster in terms of swimming. They could reproduce a lot more. It's just an open playing field, and that could bring so much joy, right? So it just goes to show you that in life, right, we know that some person may say, reading, you will get all the information and you'll be able to know how to provide content. But I would say
Mhm.
be unique, try different things. If everybody is writing about, let's say, marketing, write about marketing, but in your own way, not just watching
Mhm.
what information that is trending right now about marketing, but
Mhm.
try to be a visionary and see what maybe will occur. And you could write about that. Imagine you envision how marketing may be for a particular industry in 2 years' time, and you write about it today. And then in 2 years' time, what you wrote about is exactly how it is, and your article or articles now is being featured in Forbes magazine or big publications. So in
Mhm.
this life, which is very fast paced, we have to think out of the box. And I think that differentiate how effective a content creator could be. So be unique in your own way, because you and myself have two different DNAs, so that each person have different thoughts. So is to utilize it and not just go the traditional way or what is basically trending presently.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think, as you rightly said, that we all are unique and we all have our own style of writing and experiences. And once we start, sharing our own knowledge, our own uniqueness in the content, it actually gets more appreciated and it reaches the audience too. So instead of copying the other people around and putting our own uniqueness, our own story, whether it's a success story or a failure story, because I even believe a lot in storytelling also. So when
Yes.
you personalize your story, because everyone has a different story, but yes, that can be categorized maybe under, success or failure. That is up to the perspective of the person. But whatever your story is, people can definitely, relate to that. And that's how you become very unique in that.
So true. I agree 100%. And um, Netra says, what type of content are you preparing?
So
Would
is
you be
that for
kind to
me?
answer that?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I handle profiles of some founders also at the moment. And then, as I said, I've been working with some market research firms where there are different industries they are serving in. So I do prepare posts and I do prepare research articles for them on daily basis. Then there's a recently I have got one project. I've actually won that project last week where they're offering vegan products. So for that, they need promotional, content. So I've been also been working on that, and that is very interesting. Their product's going to be live very soon. So yeah, so right now I'm working on these projects. But yes, there are a couple of
Congratulations.
few in pipeline. So I'm hopeful that will get converted soon.
Awesome. Congrats
Yeah.
on that. And
Thank you.
Netra
Thank you. Thank
says,
you.
you're welcome. Any presentation with you regarding strategy?
Right now, I don't have the presentation, but yeah, I can share with him later for sure. Yeah.
All right. So if
Yeah.
persons want to connect with you, Netra, how can they connect with you?
I think through LinkedIn, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. And well, on LinkedIn, you will have your email address and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, yes. I can
Okay.
connect. Yeah. Through
And your website?
through email address. Yes, yes.
All right, awesome. So, like
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
closing, what it is that you would like to let the audience know today?
I'm sorry.
In closing, what would you like to let the audience know today?
I would just say, as we all discussed that, as we both discussed that, yes, let's be unique, and personalization is the key. We should be connecting with the clients in a personalized manner, rather than thinking them
Mhm.
as always as businesses and profit systems where we are earning profit. Because what I think is that behind every business there's a human, and they all are looking to grow and do better. And I think if we start treating each other as human, and we start think in a way that how we can share our knowledge and how we can share our value, I think that way the kind of content and the kind of information we are going to post is definitely will be much much personalized, and will definitely connect to them. So
Yes,
that's I think I feel that's the better way. And storytelling is something I definitely believe in, because when you narrate your story, and whether it's a success story or a failure story, people do connect with you, and people are going through a similar journey as yours. And as it's been said many times that people buy products from people. So when
correct.
they see you, yeah, so when they see you struggling through and going up to the top, they understand that how your ethics are. And when they see you as an ethical person, they would love to buy your services and product. So I think, yeah, this is what I would like to share.
Well, that is a very loving closing, I would say. And thank you very much, everyone, for attending our LinkedIn Live. We will have many more coming up. So
Yes,
always be on
thank
the
you.
lookout. We will share it in the comment section when we post our content. And
Hmm.
yes, those on the replay, just type team replay so we know that it's you. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, and